Hi, this is Grandma Lori. Today's story is the Maximum Murph Detective Agency, the Cone of Shame. Where are you going? Where are you going? Max and Murphy both asked as Mom put Finnegan's harness on. We want to go with you. No, boys. Stay here with Auntie Lori and Grandma. We won't be long, said Mom. With that, Mom and Finnegan left. Max wasn't having it. He hated it when Mom left, even to go to the bathroom. So her going out the door with Finnegan made him especially anxious. He started crying. Mom! He howled. Auntie Lori came out of the office and said, Max, they'll be right back. Settle down. I'm about to get on a Zoom call. Come into the office next to me and lie down. Mom! Max was getting louder. Exasperated, Auntie Lori went into the room with food and brought back a treat. Max immediately stopped crying. There you go. Now, be a good boy and lie down. Max laid on the carpet in the office. Soon, Murphy joined and curled up next to him. Before long, they heard Mom's truck. Mom's home! Mom's home! The boys yelled, jumping at the front door to see out. As Mom and Finnegan walked through the door, they noticed something wasn't quite right. Mom was carrying a large plastic thing. What was that? Well, he scratched his eye, Mom told Auntie Lori. We need to put drops in his eyes a couple of times every day until next week. And he has to wear the cone of shame, Mom said, holding up the plastic. Max and Murphy didn't care. They were just happy Mom and Finnegan were back. What happened, Finn? Murphy asked, licking Finnegan on his face. I don't want to talk about it, Finnegan said, sulking. Come here, Finn, said Mom. We need to put the cone on. Finnegan sat. Mom picked up the plastic thing and wrapped it around Finnegan's neck. He immediately lowered his head. Max and Murphy stopped short. Finnegan looked so sad. Was he in trouble? What'd you do, Finny? Asked Max. Were you a bad boy? Finnegan lowered his head even further. I don't remember doing anything bad, but I must have done something for Mom to put this on. Where did you go? Murphy asked. We went to see Dr. East. She looked in my eye, put some drops in it that burned like fire, then told Mom I needed to wear this, Finnegan said sadly. Finnegan just sat there. Max and Murphy went to find Mom, but she was talking with Auntie Lori. When they returned to the living room, Finnegan was still just sitting there, looking like the saddest dog in the world. Finnegan sat like that for almost half an hour, trying to figure out what he'd done wrong. Max and Murphy heard Auntie Lori in the room with food. They went to see if there was anything for them, but then Mom came into the living room, followed by Auntie Lori. It didn't look like she had anything, but it sure smelled like treats. Come here, Finn. We need to put the drops in your eye, Mom said. Let's take the cone of shame off for a moment. When Mom undid the Velcro on the cone, Finnegan jumped a mile. Boy, he hated that sound. Sit, said Mom. Auntie Lori held her hand in a fist above him, the signal to sit. He sat. Max and Murphy were watching intently. Murphy jumped up on Grandma's lap so he could have a better view. Drop, Mom said, as Auntie Lori put a drop of medicine in Finnegan's eye. Good boy, said Auntie Lori, handing him a treat. Wait, where did that come from? The boys forgot about Finnegan and went to Auntie Lori for a treat. I got nothing, Auntie Lori said, sitting on the couch. Murphy jumped up. His sniffer was in overdrive. He started sniffing Auntie Lori's sweater. There were treats in that pocket. He started digging at the pocket. Auntie Lori was laughing. She stood up and tossed a treat to both Murphy, who caught it like a center fielder, and Max, who let it bounce off his nose. Max didn't catch. Mom and Auntie Lori put the cone of shame back on Finnegan. He sat where he was, and sat, and sat. Finally, he got tired and laid down. Max and Murphy decided to cheer him up, so they came over and stuck their long noses into the cone, licking his face all over. Would you guys cut that out? Roared Finnegan. He rarely got upset, but this was ridiculous. Well, that didn't work, Max said to Murphy. What else can we do? I have an idea. Murphy went to the other side of the living room, where the toy box overflowed. Let's bring him some toys to cheer him up, Murphy said. Great idea! Max joined Murphy and pulled out a bunch of toys. They headed over to Finnegan, who had fallen asleep in the cone. It had been a rough day for him. The boys filled the cone with toys. All of a sudden, Finnegan woke up. What is going on? Finnegan asked. He couldn't see what surrounded him, but felt the cone had become very heavy. "We brought you toys to cheer you up," Murphy said. "Now you can smile." "Get them out," Finnegan said. He was not amused. After several days of wearing the cone and getting drops in his eye, along with many treats, Mom took the cone off. "Now, don't rub your eye, big boy," Mom said. Finnegan was still upset, but he lay down on the floor. Then he realized the cone was off. "Oh, happy day!" Finnegan ran up and down the long hallway, jumping and doing a happy dance. "Now, don't rub your eye, bud," said Mom. He came over to Mom, tried to crawl into her lap, and licked her face. "I promise." This has been Grandma Lori. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this story.